Alright, brand new day. Just finished watching Revenge of the Sith again. I'm hyped. Right, let us follow Olivia. The restaurant is an impressive spire, with actual seating area 30 floors or so up. I want to go back to one of those restaurants. The only one I went to was in Niagara. If that is where I went to. After Liz verifies her reservation, we're led into a special elevator with a glass front. After a minute or so of rising above the city, we stop and the doors slide open to reveal the restaurant. No period. Ah, this is very fancy. Is this what Seattle looks like? I don't know. I feel like if it wasn't Niagara, it would be more wooded. It's a circular room with the seating by the windows, and an inner ring for bars, and the kitchen making up the center. Definitely a carefully crafted place. I wonder if it'd be the kind of place my parents would bring me to. Possibly. A waitress greets us and leads us to a table by the windows. Ah. Hold up. I just like the fact that her body just goes down, but her head doesn't. Attention to detail, I guess. Or at least a quirky thing about Liz. One of the seats closest to the window is moved so Olivia's wheelchair can fit by the table. She approaches the space and stops. Did you stump something? She's looking down, out the window. Oh, height, of course. Can we switch seats? Afraid of heights? Shut. Alright. I oblige, shifting the seat over so she sits instead by the aisle. Quite a view, huh? I can see why it'd make you squeamish, Olivia. Heights are also scared the living daylights out of me. What? Are you afraid of heights, Liz? Well, yeah, isn't everyone else? What? That doesn't make any goddamn sense, Liz. Your head hangs 3 stories above your shoulders and heights scare you? Look, acrophobia is the irrational fear of heights, okay? Acrophobia, okay. So of course it doesn't make sense, but still. Whatever, heights suck. We can agree on that at least. So, what do you think? It's very nice. I can see why you wanted to come here. Liz nods. My family usually comes here once a year. Uncle Ferris says to remember to bring along a letter from the owner saying he's fine to let in. That he won't bring the whole tower down. Heh. What the hell is Biscay? I was gonna pronounce it as biscuit, but I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Olivia is looking into the menu. Right, we're here to eat. Ah yes, lobster biscuit. It's lobster tail in a creamy kind of soup. No, then why not call it lobster soup? Biscay's a stupid word. Thank you, Jeremy Clarkson. I was gonna make a silly comparison between Jeremy Clarkson and Olivia, but I'll just say they're both pudgy. I look down at the menu myself. Also, I think JC is a bit more pedantic when it comes to words. There's all your standard options between pastas, sandwiches, cuts of meat. Some weird novelty things, but I actually like trying those. Guess I'll have... Ooh. Actually, this shouldn't count, but I'll just save anyway. No, let's just save in an empty slot. We have like 6 more slots to go. So which one stands out to me? The Volcadera kebab, of course. If you're not a modern city, you don't have a kebab. The wooden steak is even carved to look like the restaurant? I'm guessing crudely. Entire leg of cow. Carnivore section. Same beans as Olivia. Okay. Rich chicken pizza. The chicken is the crust. Ooh. That is tempting, but also basic. Double tropical cheeseburger with pineapple sauce. That does sound interesting. I just wish the pineapple was actually sliced, not a sauce. I think we'll go with chicken pizza. I don't really like kebabs in general. You sure? With onion rings. If you want it, I'm buying. Oh shit, I thought Olivia was saying that. They serve breakfast all day too. I'm going with their pancake platter. Ooh, okay. Liz waves a waitress over and we give our orders. Nostalgic pick? You got me. It takes me way back. She stares out the window. I look out the horizon as well. The view has shifted a bit to show the mountains. Oh, mountains, eh? Okay. We all look out for a long while. Maybe a little too long. Ordinarily, this would be around the time Damien would say something that kept the conversation going. Alright. He's usually the one bringing us all together. Yeah, it is strange to think about, but Liz and Olivia aren't really more than acquaintances. That is true. Yeah, Damien really is the glue of this group. Inko... well, Inko's just Inko. But during lunch, it's Damien that always makes sure everyone else is included in the conversation. Even to the dismay of Olivia. Nothing comes to mind. I don't think I'd make a good Damien. You might make it worse. One moment, please. Oh. I ring up Damien in the hallway? Why? Don't try to be like Damien, my guy. You'll be something worse, probably. He's sick, yes, but hopefully he'll have something for me to use. Nah, he's going to Damien route. He picks up. Please. Oh, Vinny's bitch ass, okay. Vinny? I want to talk to Damien. Nah, he's out right now. Mom's with him in the backyard. He's puking his guts into a bucket. Of course. Why? Pest control guys buys it from us for 50 bucks? Just 50? God. Gross. What do you want him for? I can tell him when he comes back in. Oh, why not? I wanted to know how he always keeps our friend group so lively. Like, I was considering a small talk, just bringing up movies or something. Ew, no. What the hell, Vinny? Please, cooperate with us. Ew, no. Movies suck. Nobody actually likes them. Vinny, you... Why are you so small? What? I'm playing Fortnite. Fortnite is name dropped. Fortnite is real across the universes, boys. I'll turn it down so you can hear me. I heard what you said. It was just dumb. Was it? Yeah? There's a pause for a moment. Movies always suck. Like, they start in black and white and without sound. They never really got better. Which movies did you even look at? What movies are you even thinking of, Vinny? What the hell is this shit? Even when they peaked in the 70s, they only became, or barely became watchable. Ooh, I have many things to say about you. If you say that about today, probably. Because... the movies of today are just there. They might as well just come from, not Starbucks, Green Tree, or Dollar Tree, I mean. Have you even watched The Godfather? Dad made me watch that stuff and it just sucked. You're already massacring my boy. I don't know if that was the OG Godfather. I think so. Like, come on, man. Come on. The movie was sensational. The first one, at least. The second one, I think, is alright. The game... I don't know if I want to play the game. No, he probably just didn't get it. Dad explained the whole plot to me. Ins and outs. It was really just mid-trash. Listen, Vinny. Once you grow older, your ways will change. You and your mid-brain. That movie won awards. You can't just call it trash. I beg to differ, but whatever. Godfather is a great movie nonetheless. Yeah, I can. Movies are just trash genre or content. Oh man, even the best ones are usually just polished turds that waste your time. Again, if it was current day, possibly. Okay, then what's a good movie? If you say something like Game Theory, I'll beat your ass. Ever heard of Mr. Beast? Storytime animations! Hold up. What is this Storytime animations? I feel like I heard of that. Actually, let's use the YouTubes here. If it can load. There you go. Alright. I forgot that I hotkeyed my record button for OBS to R, so while typing this out I accidentally stopped recording, but King of the School, look at that shit. Big Brother's Secret, whatever.
Basketball is back.
Oh
Watch
my
the
god.
action live.
Just look at this. And of course another fucking ad. Funny Grammarly moment. Look at that! What the fuck is this shit? Why does that even exist? I hate it. The fact that you call that art is, well, not art, good. It is a disgrace to moviegoers, movie producers, and fucking YouTube and yourself. Come on, man. Vinny. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not. Any public content on you snoot provide fucking you snoot. There's Fortnite across the universes, and then there's Usnoot and YouTube. Dear Lord. Any popular content on Usnoot provides more value for your time than the classics that you old people fawn over, and it still sucks. My guy, there are movies that you can watch with ads on this Usnoot platform, my guy. Please, use it. Those aren't even movies. They move and I watch them. Listen, you little shit. Not the point you troglodyte died. Ooh, the big words. As if you can even think of comparing that slop to the likes of Star Wars, Godfather, Blade Runner 2049. Star Wars, like I said, I just finished watching Revenge of the Sith. Godfather. I like the first and second one. I'm pretty sure there is a third and fourth. I think I've watched the third. The fourth, I don't know. And Blade Runner, I can't tell you about. I know about the one with Ryan Gosling. I forgot what particular Blade Runner that was, but... or at least the year. I'm pretty sure it's like a, what, a full century or something? I don't know. Movies are one type of pile of doo-doo fart, but even it can sometimes make something mediocre. Jesus Christ. You need an intervention by a priest. Maybe even special lessons by that fucking priest. Let it settle in. Something like Ghostbusters. The Phantom Menace. Saving Private Ryan, Schrodinger's List, Alien, RoboCop. Those are all absolutely lovely movies, but to this little sperm cell survivor, he is, or those are just mid. It's just absolute middom for this midbrain. Though these are billion-dollar franchises, millions of people would disagree with this deranged nonsense. Doo-doo. You know what? Vinny fucking wins this. Doo-doo fart. Oh my god. You little... And he runs away. Listen here, you little chump. Next time I see you, I'm going to wring your little neck like a wash rag. What? Who is this? With your silly little bootleg Mickey Mouse dino sweater. Oh, shit. Calm down. Calm down. Kill him later. Nuts, I didn't get the advice. I don't think you should have gotten advice in the first place, my guy. You are not Damon. Just try to be yourself. Man, you don't have to be Damon to get people into the conversation. I sulked back to my seat and slumped down, catching my breath. Whoa, you... Alright? Your eyes twitching. I don't think I've ever been more angry in my life. What happened? Vinny fucking happened. I don't want to talk about it. I rubbed the tension from my face. Fine. I can be a good Damon all by myself. Like I said, you don't have to be Damien. So, Liz. Yeah? You mentioned when we first met you wanted to be an art dealer, getting the right people to write paintings, right? How's that going? Oh, yeah, it's going great. Just got accepted in Marshland U, actually. What's that, MU? MLU? I don't know. Oh, snap. Yeah, I finally got everything all worked out for myself. I'm going to hit the ground running once I graduate. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm still figuring things out. You too, right, Olivia? I only got short-term goals for now. That's fair, I guess. Don't always have to look so far ahead in life. But I'm interested in what Liz was talking about. Right. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for Olivia to replace the stolen painting. Painting? Stolen? Oh, what happened yesterday, right? But what was annoying was having to contact the Treasury and Administration about the broken cabinet. Yesterday as well. I mean, what even happened? Whoever did it. I wish they could have dealt with Miss Scalar's neurotic tantrum the way I did. We're still finding glass shards all over the floor. I get screamed at as if I'm the one responsible for it. Jesus. Liz, of course, didn't need that. But Miss Scalar, she just needs more staff. She's overworked. She also needs to do what Liz says here. Scalar needs to put down the coffee mug down sometimes. Jeez. It's not a problem anymore. We've already ordered a new display, and it should be installed next month. Next month? Damn. Oh, I got off track. What were we talking about again? The art dealing thing. I'm actually interested. Oh, well. The plan is to be able to open my own business. I'll start online, and work my way up to having a physical location. Hopefully you go into multiple platforms like eBay, your in-game version of eBay, something like that would be nice. Maybe Amazon or Walmart, because yes, you uh, can kind of use the online Walmart space, kind of like as your little Amazon. Uncle Ferris told me he's willing to help me figure the legal part out. I've already gotten a few connections. Some people that might be interested in being involved that run some pretty decent prices. For me, at least. And I'll be selling my own works, too. Was it a digital piece that you submitted to the art contest? I don't really remember. I've gotten even better at painting ever since the start of the new year. Or ever since the start of the year. Have you noticed? I think you have, yeah. Although, since I'm no artist, I'll admit some of the details are probably lost on me. Liz nods. Maybe I'll buy one sometime. You'll give me a good discount, right? Maybe. The good old best friend discount. Olivia, have you painted anything good recently? No. Oh, sorry. That's fine. Well, I got one I really want to be doing. Why don't you? Is this the first time we're seeing this sprite of Mia's... Not Mia, Liz's head with the scrunch brow? Because I got dragged here instead. God damn it, Olivia. Dang it, Olivia. There you go. Don't be so down on yourself. You'll get another opportunity to do your painting. I mean, not that I'm mad. Liz looks like she wants to say something. The thought dies on her tongue, though. Yeah. The conversation and attention, thankfully, gets interrupted as our food arrives. Yes. Who doesn't want a chicken pizza? The social media influencer in me itches to take a photo of each plate, especially with how good the presentation is. I mean, I get it. Though you might not ignore, you might miff your friends. Make them a little irritated. That's what I meant. Dang, I should have brought my camera along with you. You don't have your phone? Wait, I have my phone. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Olivia. Oh, nice. I turned just in time to see her clamp her jaw on a hunk of meat, tearing it right off the bone. I bet it's absolutely delicious. Never mind. How does it taste? She takes a moment to chew her food before sending it down the hatch, then smiling as she gives me a greasy thumbs up. Liz chuckles from Olivia's good review as she lowers her head to get the first bite of her pancakes. Hell yeah. Who doesn't love pancakes any time of the day? Given that her neck is making movements equivalent to doing the happy dance, I'm guessing that the pancakes are good here. I'll be damned if they're not. And that is adorable there, from Liz. My view has changed again. And now, having noticed that I could almost feel the slow rotation in the room. I feel like you should be used to it. At the very least. I savor my onion rings while watching Volcadero Bluffs pan right by us, taking in the amazing view. My thoughts reach out for my camera, already calculating the restaurant's rotation with the proper settings to capture the full 360 panorama I could achieve. And a separate section of my mind recalls the other panoramic of the city I saw. The one that Olivia made. The one that is now nothing more but shredded debris. Say, Liz. Brachiosaurus takes a moment to respond as she attempts to cram her snout into her glass of water. Why does Liz look a bit miffed? That stupid glass, no straw. Can't tip it? Like, just tipped a glass to your mouth or something? I don't know. Yeah? So, you mentioned all about wanting to be an art dealer and be a part of that system. I guess it could be cool if we work together. Come again? I don't know. Just seems like a decent idea. No, I get you. Now it's Liz's turn to pause from her food. Sit upright and carefully tap the napkin on her closed lips. Maybe. But I don't think you'd want that, honestly. Huh? No, that'd be cool. I'd like that. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I'm a bit dancing around the topic at hand, Liz. I'm not sure, of course. Not sure? Yeah, I'm trying to get this whole thing off the ground on my own. With others' help, right? Like how you feel about your art stuff. That's different. The point is, it's important to me that my self is as self-sustaining as possible. Well, you just said you had connections. And your uncle. Yeah, family and such. Not, Olivia raised the iconic eyebrow. Friends? Or is it just me? Olivia, don't even start to make scene. I have to do something. Liz, Olivia, come on, guys. Can we finish lunch first? That is terrible. No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can defuse the situation either. Let's just go with let's not do this, okay? Let's not fucking do this. How am I making a scene, Liz? I'm just curious about your life for once. Well, not like this then. I'd rather you go back to giving me the silent treatment. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? What's your deal? Damon and Inca want us to be friends, and here I am actually trying and... What, am I not worthy enough for you stick up? For you stuck up... Ugh. You didn't want my friendship before, or Damien's, for years. It just sounds a bit like you just want to be friends now because you can get something out of it. I want to be friends, just not like that. That's fair, honestly. I thought things would finally start getting good. Olivia, there's a lot of people less fortunate than you. You have the support of your friends, all the offers. You can't blame me if you just ignore both. Liz, let me finish, please. I'm not mad. You better not be mad. I envy you, I admit it. Anyone would. Effortlessly getting the attention and help. I hate it. I know, and I know it's wrong. But that's what I've been thinking for a while. I see all these things you have available to you all these years, and you just take them for granted. I just think it's a wasteful way to live. Look, sorry. I appreciate you guys. After a new Liz emotion. After telling to my face how you'd rather be elsewhere and not here eating at my expense? You know what, Olivia? This is the most nice I can do for you at the moment, because you really don't deserve anything else. Real. Liz! Liz claps her hand around her mouth. Olivia doesn't respond. She looks down at her plate. Look at what you've done, you silly, silly noodle head. I'm going to use the bathroom. She pushes herself away from the table and through the aisle. Oh no. I'm sorry, Liz. Inko, what the hell did you do? Don't say sorry, okay? Don't say sorry. You tried your best. Come on, man. I didn't mean to snap. That's alright. Once Olivia gets back, you can apologize. No, don't think I can. Yeah, you can. Just don't be bipolar for the next few minutes, I guess. After anything, I think I deserve that much. Good God, the brief was just to get these two talking and have a good time. And it's like a grenade was thrown into the table. Wow, I'm a terrible fucking Damon, let me tell you. Don't need to tell me twice. Liz? Yeah? Why didn't it work? Why didn't what work? I know you two aren't on the greatest of terms, so I tried to keep the conversation going. So, it wouldn't get awkward and nobody would get left out, like Damien does. I feel like this is somehow my fault. But, how? I did everything I was supposed to. Maybe not. Probably didn't execute it in a good way, I'd say. Especially when you're trying to defuse earlier. I don't think you did anything wrong. I guess. Also, that's why you should never have said sorry and go. Why does this never happen around Damien? Good question. I don't know. Liz picks at her plate, popping the yolk on her over-easy egg. She's probably not in the mood if I pushed any further. I said anything I want to say right now. Olivia wouldn't like me prodding right now either. There's no options. I try to think of something to do, but nothing. I can't think of doing anything at all. Not without making someone uncomfortable, or worse, getting them mad at me. And I never even anticipated something like this happening. It's frustrating. I can't do anything. But I can't do nothing, obviously. Not if I want to smooth things over. Right now, Olivia's in the bathroom. She's actually just fooling around in the hallway, but the point is the two are separated. I can work something out. I fucking hope so, man. Should I keep trying then? I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I think I'd rather you didn't. Damn. I guess we're saving. Again. Come on, Liz, help me out here. Well, I don't think these two options work, because, like Inko said, more than likely would not help if we prodded into her right now. So, I think we'll just go find Olivia for now. A heavy breath escapes as I stand from my chair. If you'll excuse me, Liz. Her head tilts comically further than needed in question. Just want to check on Olivia. Oh. She waves me off as I turn away. Bye-bye. Making my way through the restaurant, a part of me marvels at how I didn't even feel the room spin. Kinda makes me dizzy, honestly. That's the downside of these types of restaurants. But it's just mental busy work to distract myself. After all, I have no idea what I'm going to say to Olivia. Hey, oh, there she is. Should I ask her how she is? Inko? Well, I'm on the spot now. Hey, just came in to see what you were doing. I thought I had more time to think about things, but instead of being by the restrooms Olivia was, why are you here by the bar? I wanted to see if they give me a mimosa. A mimosa? Did you get carded? Or what have they called it? Get your ID checked? What? Mimosa? You know, like OJ and champagne? I fucking know what that is, at least. Hey, Olivia, you can't drink. Says you. She takes a long sip from a flute filled with orange liquid. I make it to slap it out of her hand, but her tail stops me. I'm joking, jeez. That's like you, Inko. A virgin. Damn, okay. She grins at my scowl and continues sipping on her drink. You're not making it any easier, Olivia. Want some? Also, if that is actual alcohol, you returning will make everything worse. She holds out the glass to me with that smug smile of hers. King of the flute, I can clearly see where her lips had touched it. Oh, indirect kiss? Oh, if she's even leaning. Lovely. Olivia looks to be leaning forward as I stare at the glass. Ignoring the heat on my cheeks, I tip the glass above me, carefully pouring some of the liquid into my mouth. Ah, nice. Oh. This is just juice and ginger ale, Olivia. And she's disappointed, it seems. Handing her back the glass. For a split second, I thought I saw some disappointment in her eyes. Maybe I'm just seeing things now. With a shake of my head, I refocus. I came to check on Olivia and fix things between her and Liz. You okay, Olivia? Yeah, totally. Why wouldn't I be? Her eyes are wide open, and yet not looking my way. Well, because of what Liz said. Oh. She sags in her chair. Olivia? No. Yeah, that was... Her finger circles the lips of her glass as she thinks. I'm not hurt. Just frustrated. She looks at her glass one final time, then downs the last quarter of it in a single swallow. Afterwards, Olivia sets it on the bar, on top of a couple crumpled dollar bills. As one does. I mean, Liz doesn't get it, Inko. Maybe she walked a mile in my shoes she would. Rolled, you mean? I hate to see you guys go at it like that. Yeah. Maybe it's been a long time coming for me, but who cares? A long time coming? I know she's been a bit frustrated for a while. Probably been holding that in. Doesn't mean I want to hear it, though. All the time I've known her, she's just been so far ahead of me. You heard her yap about how her art's getting better. How many connections she has and how it'll get her $1 billion or whatever. I'm the better artist, but I don't even know how to start getting my crap together like that. I look at the chasm between us and it fills me with dread. I think your ego's just getting the better of you, Olivia. As an artist usually does. It's just jealousy. I know it. It's just been getting worse every time she mentions getting further in life. Well, I can't even convince myself to try. It's different actually getting her upset at me, over this specifically. Let's imagine being someone she considered a real acquaintance, and she blows up like that. You want to talk about it? No. Okay. You sure? Is that what you wanted to see me about? Partially. Your part is that I'm a bit confused. I wasn't expecting things to go the way they did. So, I came to see you. To ask for help to make this right. Uh-huh. Well, I'm not apologizing if that's what you mean. Oh, joy. So, come on, Olivia, help me out here. I don't know. Ask Olivia for help and how does she know how to deal with avoiding upsetting others? I think, let's just go with the bottom option because it's just more specific for Olivia, I guess. I saved, right? Yeah. No, that's not it. Rubbing my scalp to help my thoughts flow. I just let my words come out unfiltered. I'm serious here, Olivia. I need some help. I have her full attention now, and my words just keep coming. I feel like I did everything right, but it went wrong. You and Liz got into an argument. And though it wasn't heated, you got hurt. That scares me. For a brief moment, Olivia's gray eyes widened in surprise. I have a few ideas on what to do, but nothing that won't make someone upset. Or worse, get them mad at me. Why do you care about our opinions so much? Because you're my friends? I want us all to get along and enjoy the lunch we got invited to. But I don't know how to fix it. The only things I can think of will just probably make you guys upset with me. You don't know until you try, I guess. So that's why I'm asking you. Me? You're, self-reliant. You're strong in your stance to never accept and help on account of your condition. For the longest time, that confused me. Well, it still does, but you do it. It confuses you? Well, it's like others are willing to give, and giving feels good. So when you deny it, it's like telling them those thoughts don't matter. One way to put it. That's the part I don't get. Even though someone stands to gain something, for your sake of your goals, you don't accept. You take the hard road. Saying it out loud, I like it. I'm willing to give it a shot, but I don't know how. What do you do when there's no good option? Wow. Well, thanks. I guess I'll put it this way. It'd make an alcoholic happy to give him alcohol, even though it hurts him. But sending him to rehab, that's painful. It's not a happy journey to make. But it's good for him. Absolutely, that's my point. Don't worry about making others comfortable and happy if something needs getting done. That is a fair point. These are supposed to be high schoolers. I feel like actual high schoolers need to take this advice to heart. Oh, maybe even some college people. In my case, that means ignoring the help because my own goals need to be done. If it makes them uncomfortable, then it's their problem, not mine. When something needs doing, you just gotta do it. Godspeed. And when no option seems like it'll make people happy, well, you do what you can. There you go, that's how it should be done. That makes sense? I'm making this up as I go. I think so, yeah. If it's the right thing, you'll get the support you need. After all, I got you. And even if you don't, standing alone for your standards is cool. You be trying. That's what matters. Yeah. Thanks, Olivia. Hey, you're welcome. Saying all that out loud is helping me understand a few things, too. You ready to head back? I have an idea how to smooth everything over. Sure. I'm curious what you have in mind. Even if you think I won't like it. Right, just present me the option and I'll just say they're both in the wrong. It should be as simple as that, because essentially they both are wrong. I start heading back to the table. Olivia follows close behind me. Hey, you guys are back. Everything all good? All cooled off? Yeah, everything's great. I want to give my 2 cents. Try to resolve everything. I can't decide who's right. My friends, is that just... You're just acknowledging that's a problem, or there's a problem, but you can't fix it. So I guess you're appealing to emotions with this first option. Liz is right, no she's not. Olivia is right, no she's not. Both of you are wrong. Liz is wrong because... Well, in my opinion, Liz is wrong because Olivia is just doing how Olivia wants it to be. Basically taking the worthless path so she can develop more, I guess. And Olivia is wrong because, well, she's ignoring all the options, or at least the extra help. Anything that can help her boost her art, her school, preferences or whatever, her school life. If I see someone rejecting that shit, I can feel a bit miffed myself. So that's why both of you are wrong. And I don't know if I saved. No, I didn't. Almost did a silly mistake. Both of you are wrong. I take a deep breath. I don't really want to have to do this. Olivia watches carefully. She talked me through this. I can do it. She won't stop being my friend over this. Get over yourself, Inko. Just say what needs to be said. I think you're both acting silly. There you go. Too much silliness going around. Really? Both of us? I didn't know that trying to get you guys conversing would make these sour feelings come up. And that was my mistake. My bad. Yeah, I guess. Now that I think about it. But it's just ridiculous. Liz, I get Olivia was just shut in and didn't open up to you back then, but that's clearly not the case anymore. Oh, that's what she was going on about. Whoopsie. That was a question. No? I guess not. Then what use is holding a grudge? Accomplishing your goals on your own is fine. That's your prerogative. But when you say Olivia is just treating you differently because she has something to gain, you know that's not right. Wow, okay. And Olivia, I hate to say this, you have been pretty thoughtless here as well. Liz is trying to do something nice for us, and hey, you all get to have a nice dinner in this crazy place. But when you said you'd rather be home painting, it's not just insulting Liz. It tells me you'd rather not be here with me as well. I love how much you open up to us, Olivia. What seems to me is that both of you just refuse to see eye to eye. Too much pride going on. The sooner we stop trying to get the other to act the way we think they should, the better. And I thank you for your advice. I hope you won't be mad at me for saying this. Just, please, be a little bit more considerate. Anything? That's it. Again, sorry if I went too far. You're right. There you go, there's something. That's a little eloquent for such a little argument. Well, it was bothering me. And it would have turned into something more given time. Alright, that's fair. I appreciate the effort. That's what you had in mind before you asked for advice? Yeah. I figured it'd be something a lot worse. Like the roast of the century you've been holding in against us. But if that's it, that's also decent. You're usually pretty thoughtful, so I guess I can see how that was a lot for you. We're nearly adults. That's not going to bother us. At least, it shouldn't. So, you good? Yeah. Thanks, Inko. Thanks. Hell yeah, that went much better than expected. Whoopsie. After things settled down, we finished off our meals. Well, Olivia finished our meals. Ah, the chicken pizza, man. And I guess even the pancakes weren't safe. Which fucking sucks, but whatever. Liz hadn't noticed at first when one of her whole pancakes simply vanished. Nice. And I thought my onion ring pile was looking smaller by the minute. Looking Olivia's way, she simply waved at us with the most bizarre concoction of onion rings, flapjacks, syrup, and beef on her plate. That sounds somewhat good, but it's definitely heart attack paradise you're also crafting. It doesn't help that you're also pudgy. What? I'll make you guys better food than this later. The theft of our food stopped shortly after that, and though the portions had diminished, we all were thoroughly satisfied with the meal. I offered to pay, or at least pitch in with the check, but Liz refused. She insisted it was her idea to begin with. I had always figured it was the man's place to pay for a date, and this was a date. Kinda. Neither of our hands lifted from the tiny leather booklet. I don't know how long we spent playing tug-of-war over it. I should have just let Liz do it. Come on. Olivia at least found it amusing. Even recording our stare down on her phone? Of course. Of course. But victory was mine, as I managed to palm my debit card to the waitress before Liz could give her back the bill booklet. With that done, all that was left for us here was making the most of the view. Well, I just realized again that Inko's parents were rich, so I guess there's no harm, no foul for him. Olivia led the way to the observation deck on the floor beneath the restaurant, and she immediately regretted it, as the blast of cold air even had me shiver a bit. The altitude plus the late fall weather meant the deck was mostly clear of guests, but the view was easily worth the cold, as I made a mental note to come back here one day with my DSLR. I'm pretty sure this is New York. This has to be New York. We slowly moved to the railing so we can fully take in the skyline from the bluffs and out toward the ocean, along with the city's skyscrapers that were dwarfed by the spire. And as I scanned over it, I doubled down on the mental note. Oops. Because seeing Olivia's silhouetted by this beautiful view is... Ugh. I don't get how you two can stand this temperature. Liz doesn't look that cold. All she's doing is rubbing her arms in a theatrical manner. I'm gonna be by the elevator, guys, okay? Olivia, or her head moves next to Olivia, and there's hushed whispers shared between them. Finally, Liz's body turns and leaves, her head following shortly after with a beaming smile. Olivia? Don't ask. Her eyes remain on the horizon. Maybe it is a little colder, though, as Olivia's face is slowly turning red. Something up? Well... Her eyes trail down and her hands raise up until she's carefully examining her wrists. I watch as she carefully tests her hands, wincing occasionally as she slowly flexes and rotates her hands. About he painting. About the painting. Until you're better. I know. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to be out of practice when I'm all better. So you're going to practice. She smiles as she turns to me, probably excited about the prospect of starting work on that soon. Yes, I have the mental image for it in my mind and everything. Her smile lessens though, and her tone becomes uneasy. I just want to make it perfect. I have the mental image, but I won't have the skill. Plus, between the carpal tunnel and washing out all those pieces from Mia, I think I understand what she's getting at, but her smile is back again. Once I can paint again, I need time for practice. I want to show Mr. Anakin the greatest piece I can create. Do you need anything? My words cut my thoughts off. No, I have all the paint and... No, I mean, do you need any help with your practice? Your face glows red again. Maybe. Aw, look at that blush. And look at that skyline. Well, I don't know how much help I can be, with my complete lack of painting talent. But otherwise, yeah. I'll do whatever I can for you, Olivia. I promise. I cement it with a smile and a thumbs up. Thanks. I think we only stood out on the viewing deck for a few more minutes. After a particularly cold draft had swept over us, Olivia figured she had enough of the chilly air here. We made our way back inside the elevator station, where Liz was standing idly. She and Olivia looked at each other for a moment. The two held their stare locked in on each other for about half a minute before Olivia looked to the side. So, what else is there to do here? A lot, evidently. So we went down? Once we had gone back to terra firma, Liz had taken it upon herself to walk us around the entire block. Damn. The whole area was a miniature theme park, with a lot of street vendors selling tourist trap gifts. We spent the rest of the day just wandering the city park here, enjoying the late fall day to the best we could. Eventually, as the sun sank below the horizon, Mr. Ferris found us. Oh, Mr. Ferris! Huh. I had forgotten that we'd come here in the first place because of a business meeting of his. Liz and him waved us goodbye as they broke away and headed for the parking lot, while I pushed the very tired Gator girl to the metro station. I don't think she minded much, honestly, as she clutched her tail to her chest and used it as a makeshift pillow. She looks so sweet like that. That's the perfect background for my phone. Ah, lovely. She must never learn of this, though, because I don't think I'd survive. Fair point, but it'd be worth it. I want to see the art of that man. I want to see the art. After going home that night, Olivia texted me all night and well into the morning. We ended up talking about all sorts of things. Mia, our art, various shows, just about everything. Never seen her that excited before. For someone with sore hands, she sure types fast. And for someone that doesn't much like talking at all, she sure types a lot. I certainly can't keep up. And when she didn't want to talk, she sent more doodles and sketches. Sleep wasn't really an option on my end either. And Guts' doodle adventures were quite entertaining to read. Since then, we've been texting more every night. Not as much, since I do need my sleep. But right now, I'm just waiting for art class to end. Mr. Trickens was apparently one of those substitutes that demands complete silence until class is over, but doesn't care beyond that. Triggums. That's a name. Even though I'm sitting about 2 feet away from Olivia, we're having to text each other. Ah, nice. She's quite the storyteller with these doodles. Like right now, as I try to keep up with the tale of Guts writing up. Hey, hold up, what? Oh wait, this is from earlier. Oh, that's from... Actually, no, this is from the wedding. He's writing what again? No, what's he writing again? I can't get over the fucking Mr. Beast profile picture that Inko has. He's piloting the main golem from Gundam Finn. Is that what they call the robots? Golems? I don't know how to feel about that. A giant robot from one of the shows she's been wanting us to watch together. I mean, we would. I totally want to. Just Olivia and I sitting side by side on my couch. Maybe as we're getting tired, we start leaning against each other. I could even offer her to keep her warm. Aw. Wait, did you drop it? Inko, come on. Whoops. Bitch ass. Picture my phone on the precipice of my desk, I guess. I see that Olivia had sent an even more detailed version of the previous Guts drawing. Ah, lovely. And this is why, for how dumb it is, Finn is still fun to watch. I don't get it. You almost didn't get your phone now. Just now. Nice. If you'd watch it, you would. And an angry Guts. One day, maybe. Though only if it's with her. One day, yes. Ah, crap, teacher. Don't want to lose my phone. You could have just said K. Oh, shit. After a couple of minutes without any alerts, I accept that the Gator girl really is done for now. With a quick look at the clock on the wall, I figure I've got a few more minutes before I absolutely must have my phone. Anakin's been out for about a week and a half, so we've been stuck with Mr. Triggums. What's wrong with Anakin? Apparently he doesn't like electives. Why the fuck is he here then? Unless they're short-staffed as usual. I swipe back, looking through the piece sheet sent me over the last couple hours. A lot of references go over my head, but if the few that don't earn a hearty chuckle from me. Then there's the more detailed ones, the drawings that'd be good enough to actually render. I want to see that too. I smile as I save those. Adorable. I'd been meaning to ask if she'd finished one, back when she started doing this. But I never got around to it, simply saving it in the folder. A folder that's grown to a couple dozen now. Hell yeah. Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Jerome Clarkson. Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Thank you. The announcement makes me nearly drop my phone again. They've been going on all morning, just calling random students to the office. A buzz from my phone has me check it again to see another message from the Gator girl. Never mind. Never mind? Teach is acting weird today. Weird? I'll look at our substitute. Mr. Triggums isn't paying any attention to us. In fact, he's just kinda looking through the desk he sat at? Weird. Is Anakin gone? Same here. Think it has to do with the office thing? I don't know. Was thinking it was the short day, maybe. Another short day? That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Ah, Eiko, you can't just lose your shit like that. Oh, damn it. No. Again. The day reigns in infamy for this lad. Ah, man. I look at my phone on the ground. The corner of the screen chipped away. You deserve that. Also, why don't you have a case? Yeah, picking it back before any of my classmates can step on it on their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. Oh, interesting. Hurry up. Short day means lunch is earlier. I don't think I personally have any short days in school. Other than excusing Wednesdays. Because Wednesday is like an hour early as usual. Heading to lunch, I realized that I'm actually not hungry. Strange, but I guess it's an internal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Looks like I'm not the only one. As the usual war zone in the cafeteria has expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough to even cover up the continued announcements. Urkel. Urkel? Thank you. I couldn't even fucking hear that. Mostly. I've gone pretty good at weaving through the chaos relatively unscathed, but man, these guys have way too much energy. What are they even fighting about? Who knows. But as always, the table in the back is left alone. Oh, what is this? What is this? You and your pogger's face. And that toy? Whatever that is that Olivia has. Damon is chattering loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Ah, that's what that is. What did you poke her? Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inko. Hell yeah. Hey, what's going on in the Olive Garden today? Gayest joke I ever fucking heard. Whack his noggin. Damn. The meter stick falls on my head. Yeah. It's just a joke. A quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? I don't know, about 2 in the morning last night. That is very sad. Whack him again. The council has decided your fate. Yay. Best $10 I ever spent. Oh, where did you spend it? Because I kind of want that. It looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. Mia? Ah, just like the real one, she'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. But you deserve it, Inko. That's what you get. Bite me. Ah, nice. She makes the head gnaw on my face a little. That's adorable. Hehe. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got a new friend right here. Oh, wow. I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That'd make me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a bit weird. Ah, live a little. Say, you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. I'll just eat when I get home. The lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Nice. Get your own. I've changed my mind. She has too much power. This is great. Oh, just fucking steal it. Olivia reaches over to gnaw on Damien again, and I snatch it out of the air. Ah, no! I aim to hitch it right into Olivia's snout. Bullseye. It's clamped shut. The evil is defeated. While I'm giggling like a schoolgirl, Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine. No more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damon's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scaler this morning while running some errands for Stu Co, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clammed up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank bad coffee or something. The only thing that makes people sad. You can tell from experience. It just makes you really have to... What is that sound effect? Looks... Oh. It's a text sound effect. Looks like I got a text. Liz pulls out her phone, craning her neck down to get a better look at the screen. Yeah, it's from Ben. Come. Having a student council meeting. Huh. Normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess since it's a half day and all. Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave you early, guys. No worries, Liz. We can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see you all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? Games? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. Cold to get into pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over to Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some stuff. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Then I can really wipe the floor with Olivia. Oh, save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you in your chicken scratch. You wanna bet? Ha! That's a sucker bet. Alright then, loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official. Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Thank you. The monotone voice of the intercom, combined with the strange atmosphere of the school, is starting to unnerve me. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling away from the table and towards the exit. Oh, damn, not even saying goodbye. After she'd left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end, and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. Procling's class. I look at Olivia's desk, still empty 5 minutes into Procling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the two mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our teachers, I notice something's off with Procling. She barely says anything. It's not just asking us to read the chapter on the Great War. I do just as asked, and 5 pages in, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it was the stupidest reason for World War to break out. Well, have you heard of the Serbian bottle incident? It's pretty funny. And people died of it. People fucking died of it. I mean, fuck, man. If you know Yugoslavia and fucking Tito was a dictator, at least from what I know. But he kept all the ethnic groups together. Like, you're not Albanian, you're not, Serbian, you are Yugoslavian. But once he's dead, and everything split apart, and that bottle incident happened, Serbs did Serb things, Albanian did Albanian things, and now there's Kosovo. I mean, God. I've seen a person take a trip to Kosovo on a vlog. It does not feel like Kosovo. It just feels like there's Albanians and Serbians. It's just split. There's no Kosovian people. It feels just depressing. The only Kosovo you'll see is from the UN. And even then, it just feels like a UN colony, as people would call it. Anyways, let's get into this shit. A bunch of European countries unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires deciding to revolt and dragging all their allies into the quagmire. Plus America, like, into the latter, like, what, the last year or two of the war? I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism, the kind that generally believed that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my oddities continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Procling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well. In fact, she's just kinda staring off into space. It's highly unusual, considering how much emphasis she puts on proper class focus. Yet there she is, spacing out like she's no better than the teenagers she teaches on the daily. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her a question to snap her back to reality when the room speaker comes to life. What incognito? Please report to the office. Incognito, please report to the office. Thank you. Look up to Mrs. Procling. I got called out, but she's still the operative who leaves her class and when. But she doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom. All the while, the stares and murmurs from other students grow even more tense. My mind begins to wander. Why am I being summoned to the office? They sure are calling up a lot of people. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago? The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. They must spend a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben. I guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicated expression on his face. Hey, Ben, what's going on? He flinches as I call his name, looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. Everything alright, dude? Don't think so, man. And he leaves. Suddenly he turns away and continues down the hall. Damn. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but I can't think of anything to say. I guess I better get going. After another minute of walking, I reach the door to the principal's office. Find it wide open. Come in. I step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of the deep voice. Oh, Mr. Ferris. I realize now that I've never seen the interior of the office before. It's fairly standard for an office. A large wooden desk, a filing cabinet, A few potted plants and a couple of shelves for storing all sorts of things. However, on closer inspection, I noticed things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open. The potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Scalar's office? Mr. Nito. My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure standing behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. A lot and then a lot more. Sir, is everything alright? Have a seat, please. He has a briefcase with him. He motions to a small plastic chair on my side of the desk. How have you been, Mr. Inko? Oh. Thumbnail opportunity. I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. Ah. Sad. That's gonna be somber. He nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. That's good to hear. The music. The wheel looks down at an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of document. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. You mean Mr. Anakin? Yes, Mr. Anakin. A fine teacher, if student surveys are anything to go by. He also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? It's not good. It's not fucking good. My heart drops as Ferris's brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifts into one more clinical. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Anakin has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma. Chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't know what ailment he just named like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it. But the practiced movements and worn-out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the prompted reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. He can muster much more than his flat citation. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris notices my subtle confusion and clarifies like he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Mr. Anakin was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think, impossible to focus on anything. Right now, all I can do is revel in it. Time passes. I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my mind. Ferris is calmly watching me are waiting for me to say something, but I can tell he's becoming uncomfortable. The only thing there's only one thing I can muster the will to ask. Why? The whale grimaces. I wish I had an answer. His affliction tells of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however. On Sunday, Mr. Anakin was hospitalized due to complications with his illness. He passed away the following morning. Shit. People are just... Inko, Olivia, I think, and Liz. I'm pretty sure we were at the Spire, yes? Hell, I think Mr. Ferris was at a meeting. I know this happened just today when I was recording, but damn. All that, and Anakin was suffering. Olivia was called here before me. Counseling will be available for you and everyone else affected. Sorry, do you know where Olivia went? No, she didn't say. I'd like to go now, Mr. Ferris. Yes, feel free. I stand up from my plastic chair, pushing it closer to the principal's desk. Offering on one last nod to the superintendent, I let myself out of the office. As soon as the door clicks shut, I start running. The last time we saw each other was... what, like, in-game a week ago? After the incident with Mia? I guess there were signs. Just how he was carrying himself after he got carried away from the taxi. And I guess as well with the subtle dialogue about him trying to position himself better in the classroom. At least that was still during the Mia thing, waiting out the storm. Shit. Where would she go? The studio room, maybe? It's the best lead I have. Thanks to all those gym classes, I have no trouble getting there quickly. My new destination takes me up the main staircase of the school, and onto the second floor. It's not long before I'm staring down the hallway of Anakin's classroom. I breathe a sigh of relief as I spot Olivia sat in front of the door. God, what do I even say to her? My thoughts come crashing to a halt to see another dinosaur beside her, gesturing manically. Fucking Ben? From an outsider's view, it looks like Ben is trying to talk her into something. But there's such a stark contrast between their moods. I suppose Ben is mourning too, but maybe he's just handling it differently? That's the plan I have in mind. What do you think of it? Olivia? Yeah, okay. Olivia's reply came off weak and unfocused, like she wasn't even talking to Ben at all. Can I count on you to be a part of it? Sure. I remain obscured from view. This doesn't seem like a conversation I should intrude on. I'll just catch up to Olivia after. I don't think so, man. I don't know. I think she should at least be there. See what the hell they're up to. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised Ben is talking to her. No, maybe that Olivia's been listening to Ben. That those differences are being put aside. For once, our priorities aligned. I had thought to come find Olivia too. I wonder. Anakin was a monitor to each of us. Like he'd always be around to help us, but now? All the little things that make you anxious or aggravated are gone in an instant. And all that's left is reality. Why bother with this dramatic garbage? If now is not the time to be brought together, then when? I'm thinking too much. My hands are shivering. Something in my heart threatens to fall apart, but not now. Her voice was too quiet for me to hear, but whatever she said wasn't what Ben wanted to hear. Olivia, I need to know that you're with me on this. Yeah. Olivia. Ben kneels right next to Olivia's chair, putting the two at eye level, though she kept hers averted to the side. I need to know that you're fully in on this. Fully. You shouldn't be pushing her, especially at this moment, man. There's a strange panic in the Parasaur's voice. Please, Olivia. For him. Finally, after what felt like a few minutes despite it only being 4 or 5 seconds, Olivia looks back at Ben's face and gives him a meek nod. I'm going to take that as a yes then. The Gator girl gives no other reply to Ben's words. The only sign that his words had registered in her mind was her hands suddenly, yet gently, shaking. All the while her claws dug ever deeper into her wheelchair's armrests. Her bulwark broke at last. Seeing the droplets from her eyes drives a searing pain through my chest. My instincts drove me forward, beyond my common sense. I gripped the bluish boy's shoulder and pulled him up. Ben! The Parasaur's eyes snapped up towards me. He makes eye contact with me. A depressive expression coating his face. Genko? What are you doing here? I wanted to see Olivia. Olivia's silver eyes finally lift, and the pain reflected in them threatens to shatter my aching heart. I don't like the fact that Ben's smiling with a sprite there. Ben looks back to see those mournful eyes too, though his reaction seems the opposite to mine as a smile draws across his face? Why? Inko, hear me out. I'm trying to organize a eulogy for Anakin? We just got the news today. Not even just today, just an hour ago, at least for me. Less than an hour. You know, say our goodbyes to him. He deserves it at the least. Olivia, me, and you. He helped each of us so much, and while the Parasaur rambles on, I turn my attention solely on Olivia. Damn. I push past Ben and take a knee next to Olivia. Now eye level with her. Ben finally stops talking. I can feel his stare boring into the back of my head. He wants an answer for whatever he was just talking about. Try tomorrow, maybe? A eulogy for Mr. Anakin. It's so surreal to think about that. To think that I spoke to him only yesterday, and today he's just gone. In-game, I'm guessing, because I don't think we talked to him. Or, I don't think we saw a perspective of yesterday in-game. But yeah, it is crazy. Speaking to someone one day, and the next day they're moved on. A eulogy. Yeah, it's the least we could do for Anakin, as his pupils. There's so much more, though. So much. Right, yeah. Olivia's probably feeling what I'm feeling right now. This fight between reality and emotions. Anakin's gone. And I'm still trying to process it. Trying to accept the fact that I'll never see him again. Or listen to him again. Or get advice from him again. Never get to impress him. Or show him how much I've improved because of his lessons. I don't think I'm ready to accept that he's gone. Ben clears his throat, snapping me from my stupor and back to our current reality. Sorry to be so pushy, but I need to know if you and Olivia are in or not. Dude, you already got the confirmation from Olivia. Ben turns to look at Olivia as he says those words. Olivia, meanwhile, continues to stare absent-mindedly at the wall, almost as if Ben's words were not emanating from right next to her, a few dozen miles away instead. Ben, I suddenly feel a cool, skilled hand fall on top of my own. I turn to look at Olivia's pain-stricken eyes. They gaze deeply into mine, pleading, begging to make the pain vanish. I don't know what I should do. Right. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel sad. I'd just say sad. Not like Yakuza sad, but still sad. I liked Anakin as a character. He's energetic, he has his own character, he's quirky. And he helped our characters. Olivia, Inko, I don't know about Ben. Probably he did help Ben. Right. So this is our reality in-game. And now we have choices. Ben has the right idea. We should all say goodbye together. Yes, but this right now is too soon. You were just rushing. Not really rushing to get this death over with, but just rushing to give him peace. To give some respect. We shouldn't rush this. We'll say goodbye, but whenever it is, this eulogy, whenever it's supposed to take place, we're just not ready for this. And even then, someone has to find peace their own way. Eulogy might help us do that, but it might not at the same time. We have our own ways of coping in general. We're just not ready to say goodbye. Can you give us some time, Ben? The student council president's taken aback by my words. But Olivia... His frustration with us seems to grow with each second. Ben, look, No! I've turned fully to Ben with my hands raised defensively. Ben, listen. We need to do this. For Anakin. For everyone that cared about him. For us. So why won't you help me? You want to, Ben. Really. But can't you see that you're asking... But can't you see what you're asking for is way too soon? Damn it, we just found out. His breathing is haggard now, his composure completely blown. And his own pain is painted across his face as he allows his glasses to slide away from his puffy red eyes. Just... Ben. Her voice is so soft and gentle. Her head turns back to me. Her own pain still in her eyes, but also sympathy too. She looks forward, and her words are more resolute. Ben, I understand. The Parasaur's boy's breathing hitches. You're right. We should do this, and I will. I promise I will. But... it's too soon. We all need time. But he clenches his teeth, followed by his fists. Did he lose his glasses? He did. He takes a sharp, uneven breath, his glasses sliding off his face and right into the floor. Didn't even catch it. He's so agitated, so exasperated and devastated that he doesn't seem to care. My free hand finds myself on my other friend's shoulder, forming a full link between us. Olivia reaches down and picks up the prescription glasses, using her sleeve to smudge them cleanish. Ben struggles, his already broken composure fracturing further. It's back on. His hands shake as he accepts the pre-offered eyewear from Olivia, having great difficulty setting them back on straight. When he can finally look up from the floor, his eyes are even more raw with fresh pain. You promise? Olivia nods at the quivering question, her own lips starting to shake as well. Yes, but for now Ben finally gets it, as his emotional dam is near bursting. Yeah, right. Sorry. Ben walks up to me, pats me on the shoulder, with a final solemn look at Olivia and nod towards me. He walks out of the classroom and leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks closed behind me, I can hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning to look at me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy on the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheeks. And her expression is of someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No. I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her. Anything that could give her any sense of comfort to ease her pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten like someone's hand is around my neck. Those words ring hard, especially after watching Revenge of the Sith. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the baryonyx, pull her into a hug. Olivia seems shocked at first, frozen by my sudden reaction. But then, I feel a pair of arms wrap around me, and hands clutching my jacket. Olivia begins to softly sob into my shoulders. I can feel my own resolve break down as I hear the increasing pain in her cries. When we're like this, I can't pretend to be the stronger one anymore. Maybe I could bear the pain of Anakin, but seeing Olivia like this, I'll hold on tighter. I don't want to let her go. Suddenly, she mumbles something onto my shoulder. What was that? We pull apart and I look over Olivia. Her sunken face is covered in splotches and trails of wet and dry tears. She's hyperventilating, and she looks like an absolute mess right now. Despite this, her eyes are fierce and lively as they meet mine. I need to do something. Right now? She doesn't respond, hurriedly rolling down the hall towards the elevator. Where would she? The fountain. I remember. Or somewhat remember. It was at least during the The storm again, like yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. She wanted to go there and I think paint the fountain, basically? I think that was one of her goals that she told Anakin. Or maybe even one of her projects. So, yeah, that's the only place she could be going. I stepped forward to follow her, but stop. No matter how I try, I can't continue. This is Olivia's promise, not mine. I have no right to intrude into it like that. My hesitancy robbed me of any choice in the matter. She went alone. God damn it, Inko. I'm a fucking idiot. Damn right you are. Alone? In this freezing weather? While she's going through all this? What the hell was I thinking? I started my silent march through the halls, out the building and into the frozen wilderness, with no period. It's cold out, freshly starting to snow. The world just feels so much smaller, muted, and colorless. And now's not the time. I must find Olivia. There's thin tire tracks in the thinly laid on snow. Oh, there's snow too. Pathing out down the sidewalk, I follow them. The path is serene. The falling flecks of white make it feel like one of Olivia's landscapes. The fountain must be just around the corner. Oh, God. I should have gone with her. Of course, the fountain is only accessible with stairs. I think I gotta lower this. No, too soft. There you go. The steps are tall and coated in a thin layer of ice. It's a death trap. Something rolls down and bumps my shoe. It's one of Olivia's handles? Oh no. My face flashes with heat and my blood runs cold. She's going like hell just to get to that fountain. It's a suicide mission for her. Oh my god, I can't lose 2 people in one day. Please. I will myself to look up. 8 steps up, Olivia's wheelchair is toppled over on its back. Damn. Seat ripped, wheels spread. It's unrecoverable. She's colder now, dragging herself. And the snow. Oh no, there she is. Olivia's 2 steps further, halfway into the next ledge. Her arms reach up for the next one. Olivia! Olivia stops and slowly looks back. It's a look of shock and humiliation at being seen like this. She turns back and starts pulling herself up to the next ledge, or to the next stop. Damn it, Olivia. She's without her shoes. You can see the busted wheelchair there, too. Just one wheel? Damn it, Olivia. I take a step and catch myself. It's a wonder she got even this far. True. But I find my balance and start marching up towards her. Her arm slips on the ledge and she falls back. I caught her in my arms from behind. There you go. I didn't make it. She looks up at me, eyes still filled with tears. I carefully set her down on one of the steps. She hides her face in her palms. I failed Anakin. Olivia chokes back a sob. Just a stupid fuck up. Fucking chair. And then continues to weep. I sit there and stare for a moment, trying to figure out what to do. She's freezing too. Maybe give her your jacket? Or at least hug her? You really haven't ever been in a situation like this. The poor girl is shaking. Whether it's from the cold or situation, I don't know. Instinctively, I wrap my arm around her, pull her close to me. Olivia shifts her body accordingly, and we end up in an embrace. Her sobbing calms down to just occasional hiccups, and her body is no longer sapping the heat from me either. I'm sorry, Inko. Sorry for what? Everything. Being an asshole, being a failure, making you waste your time on me. I'm just awful. Don't say that. I love you. That's what I want to say. Now isn't the time. There you go, you held back. I'm actually proud of you for that one. I'm your friend. You know that. I'm here for you in the same way you're here for me. Olivia breaks away from our hug. Her face is tear-stained, but she isn't crying anymore. She's looking down at her wheelchair. Do you have a spare at home? No. I stand up, look up the stairs towards the fountain, and then back to Olivia. I can call Liz if you want. She can come pick us up after we're done. We can worry about your chair then. You're not a failure, Olivia. We're getting you to that fountain. I reach my hand towards hers. Olivia's confusion rose into a soft smile as she stares at my hand, and then back to me. Come lower. Let me grab your shoulder. I've done this a few times before. Oh, like a piggyback ride? I lean in closer, and Olivia pivots as best as she can. Once more, she uses her tail as an anchor in place of her legs. It's holding her up pretty well. Never considered it, but that tail must be pretty muscular. Ooh. Determination. Let's go. I want to make Anakin proud. I climb up to the next step, landing my foot on solid ground. Olivia waits for me to stop before quickly moving her tail up to the next step as well. It's sort of like we're each one leg. It's simple enough. It only now occurs to me how close we are right now. By close, I mean I'm practically cradling Olivia against my side. Up another step. Eventually, make it to the top. Ah. It's beautiful. It's lovely. The light post to the right kind of looks like it's just floating, though. Doesn't help that the left light post just looks weird, too, with the jagged pole, but whatever. Let's disregard that. I managed to shuffle to the fountain. You can just put me down right here. Alright. Ah! Like the title screen! I just feel proud. I gently lower Olivia down and place her on the lip of the fountain. There's just enough space for her to sit along the edge, with one leg resting on top and the other hanging off. She looks into the still water in contemplation. My eyes follow hers, focusing in on the coins that have settled on the bottom of the fountain, though hard to see through the opaque ice. I stuffed my hand in my pockets for warmth, feeling the skin of my knuckles starting to split already. Ugh. That feels a bit painful. My fingers trace over the quarters I usually use on our lunchtime drinks. Achoo! The powerful sneeze draws me away from my meandering thoughts to see the Gator girl quiver on the cold concrete seat. Damn it. Her jaws clenched tight, baring her sharp teeth to the world. Her nostrils flare with each of her breaths, the hot air creating a puff of visible mist. And her eyes are filled to the brim with a fiery rage and salty tears. I want to break the silence between us. Ask her for thoughts. She's deeper than them, though. raging within her own mind. Finally, having the moment to process everything that's happened, in the end, it's Olivia that breaks the silence with a single, quiet, disdain-filled curse. Damn it. Her eyes shut, keeping her tears from falling. Damn it. A hiss seeps through her lips. I made it. I finally made it, but... The thought goes unfinished. She lets her shoulders down and turns her gaze away from the spouting water. Distantly gazing toward the obscure afternoon sun that's just managing to peek through the clouds and snow-covered trees. Maybe she's imagining that's where he is now. But what now? I withdraw my hand from my pocket, holding it open for her to see the pocket change in my palm. Scanning over the water feature before us, I think back to all the times I wanted to do just this with someone else. How about we make a wish? Olivia's brow furrows as she glances off to the side. Her fingers grip her hoodie, and I watch as she considers my suggestion thoroughly. Sure, wish shine sounds nice right now. I motion her forward. The Gator girl holds her hand out to me, and I draw a quarter into her palm. On 3, I nod in reply. 1, 2, 3. I wish for. This kind of ties into what Anga was telling us before we got into the taxi, right? Our wishes. I guess Anakin's wish is for, or not Anakin, Inko's wish is for true love. That's the option I picked, at least. Our twin coins flip in the air together. I watch as this coin spin skyward, crashing through the falling snowflakes. At their apex, the coins seem to pause, just to briefly touch one another. And with a synchronized plop, both the quarters hit the water together. Leaning forward, I see that the coins even landed on the same side. Heads. Wonder if that'll double our chances of making our wishes come true or something. It could. Maybe just wishful thinking. I let out a huff in amusement from Olivia's comment. Though, the more I think about it, the more I hope it does. We stay there, looking at the fountain together in silence. For a moment, it feels as though time has stopped around us. It's just me and Olivia experiencing the moment together. It almost makes me forget what just transpired, what we were dealing with, what kind of future the two of us were looking at. For this moment, though, none of those dreadful thoughts mattered. What matters right now is finding a small bit of peace, of solace. A little bit of calm before the storm that was inevitably coming. A harsh wind chill finally brings Olivia and I out of our thoughts. Hey, I'm sorry for being super distant earlier. You don't have to apologize for that, Olivia. Everyone goes through these sorts of things differently. I know, but I just feel bad. I know I'm not the only one who's sad that Anakin is gone, but... Her pause makes me stop and turn around to face her. I can see it in her face that she's trying to form the right words. Anakin was the first person who I felt was a role model for me. He didn't just believe in me, he made me believe in myself. Not just for my art, but being able to succeed in general. I knew that Anakin meant a lot to her, but I never realized he meant that much to her. More than anything, he actually cared about me. About my thoughts, and my dreams. I felt... I felt... Olivia's lips tremble as she struggles to voice the thought. Normal. God, I probably sound stupid saying that. I shake my head in disagreement. You don't. Mr. Anakin was important to me as well. It's okay, Olivia. I know how you feel. He gave me some of the best advice I've ever gotten from anyone. Encouraged me to follow my dreams. Like you. He's one of the good ones, man. One of the damn good ones. I wish I had met him sooner. There's a moment of silence between us. The air filled with a mix of sympathetic emotions. A shared sadness for the passing of someone who made an impact on both of our lives, but a sense of thankfulness that he graced our lives. Guess we both got our issues, huh? Yeah, I guess so. A fresh breeze of icy air sends a shudder down my spine. So, what should we do now? I pat off the growing pile of snow off of my shoulders and head. Let's see. I look at my phone. School's ending in 10 minutes. Do you want to just chill here until then? No pun intended. Sure. I look around, noticing a tiny branch or two nestled against a tree. The Gator girl must have noticed, as she's already holding her arms out for me. I recall something. A certain pair of raptors. A certain pair of raptors? I kneel down, facing away from Olivia. I can feel the icy flakes melt off of me as Olivia leans against me again. Her powerful arms wrap around my shoulders. Claws, fingers digging into my jacket. My fingers lock together to form a makeshift seat for her behind me. With my passenger secured, I make a beeline for the bench. Who knows, maybe the bench will be the thumbnail. Not the best, but that's something. I don't know. Lest I get caught up in what I feel pressing into my back. She lets herself drop into the bench and caring for a landing. Taking a page from the book of Olivia, I also drop uncaringly next to her, just glad to have some shelter from the increasing snowfall. It's just adorable, these two. So here we are, a mission accomplished for Olivia. Now what? My curiosity compels me to ask Olivia something. If you don't mind me asking, what do you wish for? Or what did you wish for? I don't think you can tell someone what you wished for, or else it won't come true. The superstitious side of myself says that she has a fair point, so I decide not to push her any further on it. Just curious is all. We continue relaxing in a comfortable silence. I mean, I don't mind telling you if you tell me yours. I guess that's only fair. A smile from Enko. What did I just wish for now? It's hard to put into words. Not something specific, rather a feeling that I keep coming back to. Back before I came to this school, I would have wished for more friends, or a successful future, or to take back something embarrassing from my past. But now that I think about it, I didn't need to make a wish. That's too vague. I know, but I don't know how else to put it. Come on, at least try. My best memories from the past few months. This. This? Being outside in the freezing cold? No, not that. What do you mean then? I struggle to find the words without making myself sound stupid. You know, we've hung out a lot together. It's not often that it's just the two of us. Just us. Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. I wish it was like that more often. Oh, the surprise. I'm pretty sure Inko's about to tell her anyways, right? The Bionic's eyes goes wide. Shoot, maybe that came across too weird. I mean, I just want to get closer to you, you know? Aw. A bit of blush on Olivia, whatever. I watched the beginnings of a blush form across Olivia's cheeks. Wait. I don't mean it like that. I want to get to know you better. Hug the Gator, even though we hugged her many times. She glances away, laughing nervously as her tone changes drastically. Huh. Yeah, I understand. Totally. I breathed a silent sigh of relief. You know what I wished for? If you don't want to share, you don't have to. No, I asked for yours. It's only right. Ahem. I wished to know what I want to wish for. I glanced across the bench towards her. I can't make sense of anything right now. I want today to be over, frozen, and to never happen all at once. I want Anakin back, but I don't want to just replace him with someone else. It's too late to start all over again. She stops to wipe her eyes, but they are already dry. All I ever wanted was to be someone he would be proud of. But it just feels impossible. She looks away. I ended up picking something lame. Sorry. What's that? Olivia's still looking away, so while I can hear her hesitation, I can't tell what she's thinking. I threw that coin. Out of everything racing in my mind, the one thought that stuck out the most was just... She chews her lips in contemplation for a moment. And when she finally continues, her voice is a soft whisper. I want somebody I could trust. Ooh, even... we got Anakin blushing, or not Anakin, fucking Inko. This is just sensational. But is this thumbnail material? Maybe, I don't know. I do like the fountain still. I feel my face heat up from the words and her tone. Even with her head turned, I noticed a red flush creeping over Olivia's face too. I instinctively jerk my head the other direction. Shoot, what do I do now? Both sitting motionless, neither daring to say another word. If I listen closely, I feel like I can hear her heartbeat from here. She can probably hear mine as well. I don't even notice the cold anymore. Maybe we can just stay like this for a few weeks. No, don't be ridiculous. You need to tell her how you feel. I mean, yeah. We opened up like this, so I guess it's appropriate now. I clear my throat, searching for words that wouldn't come. You just said she wanted somebody to trust. I mean, you can trust me. I hear shuffling from Olivia. Damn it, I can't work up the nerve to turn my head towards her. My neck feels like a rusted hinge as I try to disobey my body. I look at her through my periphery. Do you trust me? Despite my words, she nods her head vigorously, the blush growing dangerously bright. Well, I shift my body towards her on the bench. I trust you, too. Suddenly she shakes her head a bit to bring herself back to reality. Maybe I can be honest with you then. You're silly, and you're ridiculous. Maybe a little over-optimistic. You're thoughtful and adventurous, and you're so willing to just take me with you. You don't treat me any differently for this stupid thing. She lightly hits the armrest of the bench. I guess I stopped noticing it at some point. That's true. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you're like... So many words dance on the tip of my tongue. Like... Mouth and brain are at a standstill. One wanting to just blurt whatever while the other keeps it all in. Disseminates it in a thoughtful manner. What comes out is... Around. Ah, Jesus Christ. A furious snort rips from the Gator's girl's nose, followed by peals of laughter. Out of embarrassed shame, I cover my face with my hands. What was that? I curse my nerves as I try to protest her continued guttural guffaws. Come on, Olivia, I'm really trying. The snowflakes that managed to still land on me melt away from the extreme heat radiating from my whole head. Olivia quintesses, though, drawing back into just a very smug grin. Okay, take two and go. My head's temperature finally drops from core of the sun to a more manageable volcano. Thanks, jerk. Seeing the small quirk of her own lips, I can't stop a smile from growing on my face. I guess, be honest with her and yourself. Honest. At the very start, I thought you were just out of it. What? You almost ran me over in the hallway. Oh. She frowns and looks away. Sorry. Then you tried to get my seat moved. Sorry. And then the coughing today? Not sorry about that. I figured. I used to be hard to talk to. I felt awkward every time I even try. Like, thank Raptor Jesus for Damien and Liz, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to know the real you. Olivia rings her clawed fingers together. And what do you think of the real me? She's easily the most caring person I've ever known. I mean, yeah, she can be a little selfish and doesn't think ahead sometimes. But when she cares for something, she just has to do everything she possibly can for whatever it is. Is that what you think? Yes, I think you're quite caring and passionate. And what? And I know Mr. Anakin saw that in you too. Olivia's eyes water at the mention of our mentor. Thank you, Inko. Now is the time, Inko. Just say it. Just do it! Come on! Shia LaBeouf it! Isn't he a pastor or something? Oh my god. The life of that guy. Hey, Inko? Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it. Do you like me? Yes? Why does talking have to be so hard? Prepare for Olivia's smug one-liner to crush my weak confession. Oh, I watch instead as Olivia brings her hood up and hides her eyes with it. Really? For some reason, seeing her like this fills me with confidence. Yeah. Can you... Can I... You say it? I like you, Olivia. I don't get how. A little peek. Her hood peels away just enough so I can hear her shimmering, or see her shimmering silver eyes. Why would you like someone like me? Well, oh? Well, I just said, I like you too. A confession, but quicker this time. Oh, look at that. Well, she does have the pedo bear mules. Lovely. Olivia brings her legs to her chest, holding the limbs tightly to her. She brings her hoodie's hem over her legs, transforming herself into a crocodile-shaped igloo. Olive igloo. Oh, slippers was a bad idea. Oh crap, yeah. You okay? Fine, just call someone. I cough awkwardly and get my phone to call out Liz. Hello? Inko, is that you? Aren't you supposed to be in class right now? Oh, damn. Scalar let Olivia and I out earlier. Oh, okay. I was told about Professor Anakin. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm with Olivia by that old park by the school. Your chair's busted, and we're kinda stuck. There's a neat keening whine from the bundled crocodile next to me, her tail wrapping around her as if to hug herself. Broke? In this weather? Are you two okay? We're fine. Can you come pick us up? Sure. I think I remember where that is. I'm with Principal Scalar right now. Once we're finished, I can get you two on the way home. Thanks. After some shuffling, the call drops. I turn back to Olivia. She seems more anxious than anything right now. You alright? Yeah, I'll be okay. The stovepipe maw of the Olivia glue chatters quietly in the cold. My concern finally takes hold, forcing me to finally close the gap between us. She said the chair had no replacement. It'll take a while for a new one to come in. That means she'll be trapped at home, completely sealed off from the outside. Man! The beginning of Olivia's annoyed protests die of exposure, becoming a grumbling acceptance as I wrap my arms around her shivering form. You're lucky you're warm, Ranko. Yeah, I definitely feel like it, as her body shifts and nestles closer against me. Olivia's tail lays on my lap, the shivers reverberating through it the most. I lay my palm atop it, feeling the cold limbs shaking slowly still. Some long-distance trivia about limbs losing heat the fastest springs to mind, and in hopes of keeping frostbite away, I pet the heavy tail. As I do so, I hear the silliest sound rumbling from Olivia's chest and through the rest of her. It's like a purring cat almost. There's a new sensation on my cheek now, soft and warm. Oh! Jesus. A kiss? A nuzzle? It looks like a nuzzle. She's... Her lips are planted firmly in my cheek and... Oh, it's a kiss. This feels nice. As much as I want to use this as a thumbnail, man, I don't think I can use it until we're into the final route. The final route being 4 out of 4, which should be the best ending. Hopefully I'm on like 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4. Or the second ending or third ending, I should say. Hopefully I'm heading towards those and not the first ending. I don't know. As I continue to warm her tail for her, I feel her warm lips press more and more against my cheek. I don't know if kisses are supposed to go this long. I dropped something. And be this wet. Wet? And now the lips are moving and some pointed things are there at. Munch. Oh. Nibbling? You're nibbling on him? And that's her teeth. I'm sorry, is this Rosario and Vampire? Oh. Olivia instantly lets go of my cheek from her non-lethal bite. Oh fuck, sorry. I'm new to this stuff. I'm nervous. It's okay, really. I put my hand to my cheek to feel the damage. I feel the indents of her fangs, but nothing serious. I almost even start falling asleep before we hear a car pull up to the bottom of the hill. Olivia perks up and leans forward to try and see who it is. A few seconds later, Liz's head rises above the stairs, scanning like a submarine periscope. Crap, it's going to be tough getting all the way back down, even with Liz's help. I look back and smile at Olivia, still huddled against herself and clinging to my arm. You ready? The days seemed to drag on endlessly. Liz's arrival had ended our embrace. She had quite a dour look on her face. Dour, She said she'd been in a meeting with the principal, and I can only imagine how the faculty and student council were reacting to Anakin's passing. Her mood seemed to lift a little, at least, when she saw Olivia and I both huddled together beneath a tree. Olivia's mood, on the other hand, plummeted. Probably from the way Liz and I had to carry her to the car. That's fair, I guess. The ride to the Payne household had been silent, save for Olivia's grumbling in embarrassment. I think I'd be in a similar mood if I was treated like a sack of potatoes, but then again, how else were we supposed to carry her? I suggest more leg workouts to Coach Solly. Jesus, just in case. How about you just go to the gym? Yeah. Damien and Randy were waiting for us at the curb. The older man looking over Olivia with worry. When your friend told us, Soph and I were beside ourselves. I'm fine, Randy. Randy didn't really hear her. As the instant her car door was open, her legal guardian pulled her up into one hell of a bear hug. Come on, I'll get you kids some hot cocoa. Damien watched on with a smile of relief as his father hauled her over his shoulder and marched on to his home? Damn, okay. Nice. Very nice. If only Inko had that strength, yes? You guys want to stick around? Benny's still in school, so we'll have the consoles to ourselves. Still pretty early, all things considered. Sure. I'd love some hot chocolate right now. Liz? I'd like to, really, but the council still needs to prepare the arrangements for Anakin's... Well, you know. Maybe I'll come by later if I can. Alright. Well, if you do, I'll make sure there's some cocoa left. Appreciate it. With that, Liz drives off down the street. Come on, let's head inside before we turn into popsicles. Do I want to end it now? I don't know. Oh shit. Oh, okay. My dad was preparing some ribs, but I guess it's already done. I'll go on for a few more minutes. Settling into the well-worn couch, I noticed a distinct lack of baryonyx. Where's Olivia? When he chimes in from the kitchen, busying himself in an old-fashioned kettle. She wanted to rest on her bed for now, boys. Give her some time. No one can resist hot cocoa during weather like this, especially how I make it. Hell yeah. Dude, you can never go wrong with hot cocoa. S'more... honestly, I don't like s'mores. They're just too sweet for me. Hot cocoa is fine, but you know what? I think hot dogs, charred, grilled, or over-the-fire hot dogs, I think those will go well with hot cocoa. At least from my experience. Never had homebrewed hot chocolate, but if it's anything like his cooking, there might be some good stuff. After a few minutes, Randy comes out with a tray. Oh, hell yeah. It even has the names on it. Olivia, Damien, Vinny. I guess Vinny is mine. Here you guys go. He passes around a few Christmas-themed mugs, labeled with the family's names. He leaves the last one atop a nearby drawer. You're gonna have to be Vinny for a while, but... You cool with that? Yeah. Thanks, Randy. Man, you look cold. Were you out there long? It's true. By now the snow in my jacket's melted. My clothes are chilly and soaked. Feel free to take a load off until you warm up. I'll be in my bedroom resting. Holler if you need anything else. He gives Damien a pat on the back and leaves. The mug is hot to the touch, but it's a welcoming feeling to warm up my icy fingers. Maybe just a little more attention to detail or I don't know what to call it. Life improvement updates? Quality of life? I don't know. Just have the actual sprites holding the cups. Maybe. An upcoming update, maybe. I don't know. It's a small thing, but an attention to detail that I would like to see. Wait, did I even read that all? The mug is hot to the touch, but it's a welcoming feeling to warm my icy fingers. Definitely is. I take a moment to gently blow air into the beverage to cool it down before moving it to my lips. Yeah, it's pretty good. Damon is chugging his. Wow, he finishes the swig and sets the glass down. There must have been half of it in one go. Well, there are multiple ways to enjoy anything. After today's events and weather, I really needed this. Another sip. It really is helping me warm up. I didn't even notice how cold I was. Hey, Vinny. Ah. Yeah? You good? I'm holding it together, yeah? Still a bit scattered. I don't blame you. Hey, Pops doesn't want you venturing back into the tundra out there. Yeah, for a game or something? It gestures to the entertainment system. No, but I'll go ahead and watch. Damon thinks for a second. The few gears in his head turning in conflict. Really, I don't mind. Alright, I'll get set up. Alright, I think this is a proper place to end it. I know it's just a few seconds or a few minutes after I ponder when to end it, but we are doing lovely. We are doing swell. Alright.